What's up guys, Semi AK Jr. here bringing you another great video to the channel. If this is your first time here guys, I'm gonna suggest, and I do mean highly suggest, we go ahead and click on the like button, hit the subscribe button, and enable bell notifications so you guys get notified every time we drop great videos like this one or whenever we go live. Because trust me guys, you never ever want to miss out on anything we do on this channel, because we bring a lot of great stuff here and you don't want to miss out on anything we do guys. Alright guys, so I've been promising this for a while. I promised this thing before the new year ended, but as you see we're way past the new year. And I do apologize for the delay on it. I've been super busy with so many other projects that I've been working on that I couldn't find time to do it, and I had promises I was going to upload some videos before this video, and I had to upload 2 other videos before I uploaded this one. So yeah, it's a whole process I had to do, and I do apologize for the delay, but this is going to be my 2026 setup tour, and I'm going to be going over my whole setup here. Now I'm not going to be going over the prices or anything like that, just because as you guys know, the prices that we're going through right now are ridiculous. Everything's going up in prices. I don't even want to compare prices to then, to now, to whatever, because for my GPU, I pay MSRP, but right now it's about $700-800 more expensive above MSRP. It's ridiculous. The RAM in here, let's put it this way. The RAM I have in there is worth more now than my whole setup that I paid for. But let's put it out. I'm just gonna go that way because it's expensive. Yeah. But anyways, guys. So yeah, I'm gonna go over my whole setup. I'm also gonna show you my my 3D printer section. I'm gonna show you my TV console section over here that you can see a little bit over here. This is where I get all my consoles and everything here, my media. So this is all connected. I do have my setup in my bedroom because I have no other space in the house to put it on to make it look presentable. So I decided to keep it in a room. It's a little tight, but it makes it work for me because I do work from it. So I don't want to be talking about sensitive subjects for my job in the living room or anything like that. So that's why I kept everything in the bedroom. Now, just to let you guys know, this is not just one setup, guys, on this setup right here. This is 4 setups in one section. But if you include my 3D printer and my my TV section, this is 6 setups all in one area, guys. You guys, how you say 4 setups in one? I'll get to that as I go through everything. All right, because in this setup, actually, I'll just tell you right now. In this setup, I have 4 PCs connected to this monitor right here. All right, I have my main PC right there, my second PC hanging from the bottom of the desk, my work laptop that's connected right down here, and I'll show you this. And then I got a mini PC over there in the corner over there of the desk. I'll show you everything, but yeah, I use all 4 setups constantly. I use the only one I really don't use that often, but I use it once in a while, is the mini PC, because that's for my dark side entertainment. I'll leave it like that. All right. But yeah, I got a lot of stuff going on this desk, and I wanted to show you everything I have here now. To start off the whole setup tour, I'm gonna show you what I have here. This chair you guys are seeing, and this is my Streamlabs, not Streamlabs, sorry, Secret Labs Titan XL seat right here. This is my Secret Labs Titan. It's a great chair, guys. I've shown this already. I've had this for years. I think I've had this for like 5 years, 4 or 5 years. Just go back to the video when I described this this chair when I first got it. I'll tell you the date there. I don't remember exactly, but it's been a long time when I got this chair. And so many people have bought this chair because of my recommendation, even though they don't need my recommendation in it. But Secret Labs is already a well-known name, and they make great products, and they have so much great stuff, guys. They make so much accessories for computers and everything for your office space. It's just phenomenal. But a lot of my friends didn't know what to buy as a chair, but when they saw me reviewing this, they're like, oh, they bought it. My friends alone bought this chair. And it wasn't a cheap chair either. This was about $700-800 chair at the time. Now it might be cheap. I don't know. By the way, this is my Secret Labs chair. It's very organic. It comes with this back pillow here. I use it more for the neck when I want to lay back. I put it on my neck so it doesn't hurt my head too much. But yeah, This is a perfect chair, and this is what I sit on all day for work, entertainment, pleasure, whatever you want to do. It's on this chair, except for sleep. There's times that I've caught myself falling asleep on this chair because it's so comfortable, guys. So there you go. Now, I'm going to put the chair to the side over here so we don't have to worry about this chair anymore because we're going to go over the whole desk setup over here. So the chair's over here. Now, this is my whole desk setup. My whole desk itself, this is an Able desk. They don't make this desk anymore. I bought this desk like 8-9 years ago. I bought this desk and it still runs to this day. The motors on the desk, it still works great. And this is an up and down desk. So I bought it because I was working from home. So doing right before COVID, I bought it because it was very type of desk I wanted. So if I push certain levels here, if I push one, this will bring it all the way up to my standing post. You have 4 memory preset buttons on here that I have set up. So this is my full desk. So when I push one, this is my standing post. It's lined up to my standing post. I push 2, it'll go to my sitting post. If I go to 3, it'll go all the way to the bottom. And if I push 4, it'll go all the way to the top. So I have those stats. I could put 3 and 4 to something different if I wanted to. But I just did it that way because I didn't have no other post. But I might change it because there's some things I do differently sometimes that'll work. So that is my Able desk. Able desk still makes these desks, but they don't make this one. This is a 70-inch desk, which is very long because I have so much stuff. Especially coming up to my next point, my 55 Odyssey Samsung Arc monitor, which is an awesome monitor, guys. You guys have seen this. I first reviewed this when it first came out. I went ahead and said, I'm not spending the money on this monitor. I said, it's a great monitor, but you got me screwed up if I'm going to spend that much money on the monitor. Because when that first monitor came out, it was $3,200, guys. $3,200 for a damn monitor. And I was like, no, I'm not going to get it. If you guys remember before, I had the 2 49-inch ultra wide screens stacked up, which equals the same size as this 55, which that's the only reason why I converted over to this one. Well, not the only reason, but one of 2 main reasons. That was the first main reason because the same thing, I could just have 1 screen instead of 2 screens, makes it easier. That's my logic behind it. Second reason why I got this desk, this monitor, and well, yeah, let me give you the second reason is the price point. Because at the time I bought it, these dropped almost in half. More than half they dropped down at the time I bought it. I got this for $1,300. I think it was 13 or 18, something like that. It was something. It was a lot. It was less than $2,000. So when I saw it, I was like, oh, I gotta get this. So I bought it because of the price point. But the third and this is the main reason. I say third, but it's not the third reason. It's the main reason why I bought it, because it is a streamer's dream to have this monitor because it works perfect. Because as you see right now, it's in horizontal mode, which this is the regular mode for any kind of monitor this way. But when I stream, I like to do this. I like to go to the side over here, like I do over here, move my camera out of the way, lift it up, because it goes up and down. But when you lift it up, I could just turn it. And turn it vertically. And you guys are like, okay, but still on the side, how can you do it? Don't worry, on my stream key, I have a hotkey that I can switch it over. And if it wants to work, because sometimes it doesn't want to work properly. Give me a second. All right, let me turn it over here. When I turn that button, it'll turn it around for me like that, so everything is right side out. So when I stream, I put my gameplay on the bottom. In the middle, I have my OBS running. And on top, I either have Spotify or any kind of extra stuff that I want to run on top. Or I can even split the top with my Spotify and something else. So it works for me. So that's why I have this. So if I switch back, and I can turn it back over like this. Look how easy that is, and put it right back down. Right down to where I need it to be. Simple. Look how this. But lately, I've been catching myself playing on my computer more like this than the other way around. Just because I added more stuff and I'm controlling more things, and I need 4 displays instead. And also because the camera is over here, and it just works. It just, for me, sometimes this works better, but I switch it back on time depending on what I'm doing. But here, when I'm using in this format, I put my gameplay here, because in this format it's 4 27-inch screens attached to each other like this. So I put my gameplay here, I put my OBS on top, I put my Spotify over there, and then on the bottom over here, I put any other stuff that I need to run in the background, whether it be a web page, any informational stuff I want to get to, I got it on this page here. So at least I have all 4 running at the same time. And people say, isn't that too much for you to be playing? No, it's not, guys. Trust me when I say it's not too much. It is perfect. So this works out perfect for me. So this is my setup here. I'm going to show you my peripherals here and all the little gadgets here. My main PC over there. And on top, you see I have the 2 Elgato Stream lights on top here. These are awesome. I have them up here, and since they go up and down with the desk, it stays in that position every time. And I like it where they're set up, because even when I turn it vertically, I can just bring the light down a little bit and it'll shine right in front of me. I don't even have to move it because it works perfect. So I got 2 stream lights here. Technically, you could get away with, people are looking for lights, you could get away with 1 because they're so bright. You could get away with 1. Let me see if I can turn it on from here if I wanted to. As you see, it's pretty damn bright. I could turn it up and down if I want, but that's at full max. But yeah, if you want to do something with this, there you guys go. Boom. But you only need 1. Because if you, I'm going to just turn on 1. And you see how bright that is. That is enough to show everything when you're on camera. But the reason I use 2 is because since the camera's on this side, not in the middle anymore. Even when it was the middle, sometimes the lighting, when I'm recording, once it gets dark, and I don't like that, I like to be all light up. I like to show my pretty face, of course. So I have it set up like this. So I have both of them turned on at times sometimes. Sometimes I can get away with 1 if I'm lazy. But yeah. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go behind the camera. And I'm going to bring your cup close to my setup here and go through all my peripherals and everything I have here. Because I have a lot to go over and a lot to show you. So let's go into my desk now. Alright guys, to start off my desk, right off my keyboard, I am running the Asus Claymore 2 keyboard, 100% keyboard, but I can turn it into a 75% keyboard if I go ahead and remove this right here. If I turn this up, boom, I can take that out and it becomes a 75% keyboard if I want to use it this way. But I like the full keyboard because I like using the numpad here, so I always put that back on here. I'm going to put it back on there. And put it back on, and boom, it turns right back on. Very, very simple, guys. And of course, I'm using the Asus. I can never say this word. That's the name of the keyboard mouse there. The Spanda X, whatever you want to say that. That is the mouse I'm using. It's a very nice mouse. It's very good. And it comes with this docking station here, which I can plug it right here, and I start charging it. Very, very simple, guys. Very, very simple. Then, of course, for the monitor, it doesn't have buttons on the bottom or on the side like normal typical monitors. So it does have this dial pad right here. It comes with a remote and this dial pad. This controls it. So if I click on it, you see it'll go over here. See, I could change it there. I could go back there. I can do a lot of stuff here, guys. I could just go here and then just go turn it here and everything. Use this dial pad to use that, which is pretty cool. And I don't have to charge it. It's a solar light panel right on top of the charger. But if you don't have enough light, the screen will tell you that it's out of power. And you can go ahead and charge on the side here. No, it's on the other side, sorry. On the side right there, you see there's a little USB-C plug right there. Boom. That's how you charge it. So that's how I charged it last night actually, because it was actually dying. I was like, oh, why don't I have enough power? But there you go. But usually when I have the windows open, like you see the sun is coming in, it charges the thing. So I don't have a problem with it. Just, I guess lately I haven't been opening the windows. But anyways, with that said, moving on. What's sitting on top of on the bottom of my keyboard is this world map mouse pad right here. As you can see, it's a map of the world. I like this mouse pad just because I can see where I've been or where I want to go next easily by just looking at the map. You know, boom, and it's simple. All right, moving on. On the side of here, I have my phone holder, just a regular phone holder, nothing special. Over here, we have my Elgato Stream Deck XL. 32 key setup here, not a problem. You know, we got that set up there, perfect, and it works. You guys know what the Stream Deck does. It controls all your stuff, do shortcuts, hotkeys, and everything on there. Then, right next to it is the newest product to my collection, which is the Corsair Xeon Edge. This is an awesome, awesome little device, guys. I didn't go over too much detail, just unboxing in the video. I might do another video going into it because I'm still messing around with it, trying to get it perfected the way I want it. It's not perfect for me yet, but I'm working on it. And as you see, I do have my Stream Deck layout here. This is you're able to put your virtual Stream Deck on the computer, and I can actually use it by touching the light. If I touch here, this can control. You saw the light turn on, turn off. My other light on. You see that it's working, so I can control it with this thing, which is awesome. This is an awesome device. It's a pricey device, but it's freaking awesome, guys. And if you want to add multiple widgets, you can just switch the screens and you hit multiple widgets here. The reason why I haven't done a full tutorial on it, because I'm trying to get this right now. The virtual Stream Deck is just a overlay on top of the actual panel, so as you see, it doesn't change with the panel itself. I'm trying to find a way, if they have a way to actually be able to change that, so I can actually have it as part of the sliding pages. When I slide pages through pages, it slides with it, so I don't have to worry about that. So I'm still trying to work in ways to see how I can do a workaround on that, because you know, I want to do it that way. But right now, this is the only way that I've found so far to make it work this way. All right. So that is the Corsair Xeon Edge, which is 14.5-inch screen. You can use it as a dual display to whatever, or have it like I have it here with the widgets. With the IQ system, you can add all the widgets on there. So there you go. Now, powering the sound in my computer. I used to use the sound off the monitor because it was decent enough. But it got to a point that when I was actually using my headset, it was a pain in the butt to switching back and forth on sound. So I went back to speakers. These are the Razors. I forgot the name of them. The Razors speakers, which have their own stand and everything, and you can control the volume and everything from right there. I don't know if you can see it. Let me turn on the light. Maybe you can see it better there. See, you got two buttons right there, and you can control the lights right there, the sound. You could turn up the bass there on the left one, and the right one is actually the volume control. So we have that there. And of course, you saw me take out these. These are the Steel Series Arctic Pros. One of my favorite headset to have. It is the best headset to ever own. I swear it is the greatest. I wouldn't switch it for anything else. That's why I have them. I've had them for like so long. I think those were my first set of headphones I had, and I never switched from them since. Because I used to have the Astroids 840s, and then I switched over to 850s, and then I had some other ones before that, and then I stuck with these because these are just awesome. And of course, the other speaker over here, and this, I got this as a product review at one point. I still use them today because I use it for my second PC, because I don't want to switch the sounds off my regular PC to my second PC. So I just use that if I'm using the second PC for either work or other stuff I'm doing. All right. But as far as the headset for this one here, the Arctic Pros, this is the soundboard box for it here. And you control everything from here. And if you look on the side, there's a slot right here. This is for the battery for the headset. So it comes with an extra battery. If I could take this one out here. So when I'm not using this one, I'm charging it while I'm using the one inside this one. So when that dies, all I have to do is switch the battery out from here, put it into that one, take that one out, and put it back in there, and I'll charge it. So my headset never runs out of juice. It's that simple, guys. All right, so that's my peripherals right here, what I touch every day, basically. And of course, if I lift this up a little bit, I don't know, you're gonna see it. Let me lift it up right here. I double-sided tape a webcam right here. You would think this is my webcam from streaming or something like that. No, that's for work. That is my webcam for work, and I'll get to that computer next, or soon. But this is my webcam that I double-sided here, because when I'm having meetings at my job and I need to attend it, I need to show my face or talk, I have that camera right there, and it's perfect. And the reason I have it there and it's because I could put it away there and then just put the screen monitor down and it's hidden, because I don't like to have my cameras uncovered just because we don't know who's watching nowadays, you know. We've all heard conspiracies and stuff like that. I'm not gonna get into it. That's a whole different subject, a whole different matter. But yeah, I have it there, so it's covered. I don't have to worry about it. And these two wires that you see running right here, this is for the edge device here. All right, this is my HyperX Quadcast mic. Right now it's muted. If I want to turn it on, just tap the top, and when the red light's on, that means it's live. Simple, it's just like any kind of recording station. Red light means it's live. This is my Quadcast. This mic is not expensive at all anymore. This is only like 40-50 bucks now. You can buy it secondhand easily like this. But this mic has been such a great mic to me. I do want to upgrade this to the Shure mic, but right now this is what I have. I have had this for many years. The many reasons I got it is because of the red lighting here. I think that was a perfect asset to my PC setup. And it's on the Elgato low profile boom arm, as you see right there. And so I could just put it away like that, simple as that. And it's very keyboard management. As you see, the keyboard goes into the boom arm, and it hides inside all the way to the bottom, and it connects to the PC. So that is my Quadcast mic. This is a grommet that I cut the hole in the desk to put this in. This is my USB hub and SD card reader. I got two USB 3.0s ports here with a Type-C port there. And then I got the regular SD card reader and a micro SD card reader on top there. And it's all powered right here, guys. And now I'm going to show you the other side that's going to show me the power plugs that I have here. All right, guys, over here you see I have these grommet put in here. These holes are pre-drilled into the desk because every computer has this for keyboard management. But here I have this grommet built in here. It's only power. There's no data transfer or anything on here. This is just for power. So I got two regular plugs to plug in for if I want to plug in something here to connect it to my computer for some reason. And I also have one USB-A port right there to power charge. And these are all fast charging, and got two USB-C ports as well. And it's only to charge, it's my charging station basically, to charge anything with power right there, guys. So moving on, guys, going over, you see this whole side is empty. This is just my basic workbench, if you want to call it. If I want to work on something, do something, I can do it right here. But right here, this is my Acer NAS server. This excuse the dust under here because I haven't had a chance to dust it out. As you can imagine, this has 4 bays for 4 hard drive. Each one contains an 18 terabyte hard drive. So 72 terabytes of NAS server drive right there, guys. Awesome device. Has a built-in Plex server and everything. So if I run my Plex server on here, I save all my documents here, all my important stuff here, and work on it, guys. Simple as that. And this stays on. It connects to the server. I don't have to worry about having anything connected to my PC. As for storage, I have it all there. And of course, this is my 20 terabyte regular hard drive, external hard drive. This is where I have my backup of my movies that are in here. I have it in there. So I have all my backup movies in there, just a second backwards in case this ever fails on me. I don't lose my movies, and I have all my movies in there. And I don't use this. All I do is put movies in there and then put it away. I don't use it. So it just sits there. Doesn't do anything else, guys. Simple as that. All right. So that's my storage space I have there. And of course, we went over my lights on top. Let me turn off the lights so we don't have to worry about the lights here. All right. On this side right here, guys, you see there's a DSLR camera there. That is my Canon 80D ESL Canon camera, guys. I use this as a webcam because I want crispy clean visuals. When you're looking at my pretty face, you can see me through this camera right here. And I have it on the side because it's the perfect angle on the Elgato boom arm right there, which goes down and see next to the Elgato boom arm for the lights right there, and boom, and it works perfect. All wired up. Now you see there's a wind protector here on a mic, and I do have other external mics here, as you see here. Those are just there as placeholders because I don't want to lose them, and so I keep them there so In case I ever need those, I can just take it out and use them, and that's it. But those are not attached to anything, just as extra ones that I need or have from product reviews that I've received from the companies. And yeah, so basically that is the main setup of this desk so far. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over all my PC components here and underneath the desk. But first I'm gonna start off with the desktop. I'm gonna set the camera up and go over it. All right guys, before I go over that beautiful machine of them all, I wanna go over all the PCs I have connected to this monstrosity of a screen. Because I know you guys are wondering, because I wanna go through each PC and their specs and everything. But before I go over this beautiful machine here, I want to go how everything's connected to this. So that's my main PC, my first PC I have there. I will go over all the specs on that in a little bit. This is my streaming PC or secondary PC. I use it for other stuff here, which is hooked on this great mount right there, connected right there. And this is a great system as well. And right there, you see this thing right here? This is my mini PC, which is my third PC, or as you might put it, as my fourth PC. I have it right there. And then right here, you see I 3D printed a mount for this laptop right here that goes underneath here. And I also 3D printed this for this power brick. This is that will hold the power for this, and actually like a docking station for my laptop right there. That is my work laptop that I use for work, which I have it all connected to that PC screen right there because I have to use it for work. So I have it all there. So you see 1, 2, 3, and 4 PCs on one screen, guys. So I have it all on there. As you can imagine, I have a lot of wires running through all the devices you saw on here just recently. And it's all hidden by this human scale mesh wire management system right here. It's all bent because of all the years I've been stuffing stuff in there, bending it. Right now I have it pretty well organized, so I'm not worried about it now. I gotta 3D print another one of this because this is falling apart and I'm afraid it's about to fall soon. The only wire you see really hanging is this headset here. This is for work when I need to talk to my team or anybody. I got this headset here that's connected straight to the docking station for that. But other than that, oh, I also have this wire here. This is for my PC VR headset, and so I don't have to go through the PC and the back of the PC anymore. I just had to do is hook it up right here. And this is basically an extension cable kit that I created there. And if you see on the bottom, I do have my Logitech steering wheel and pedals. That's for any kind of sim racing and everything. I did have a whole sim racing mount and everything, but I didn't have room to put it away anywhere because of the fact is I don't have the space for that in this room. So I just took it all apart and put it underneath the table. So when I want to use it, all I have to do is pull it out and attach it to my desk, and I'm all set to go. And right here is a backpack. You're like, why is there a backpack in there? That is my gaming laptop in there. That is my HP OM gaming 17-inch laptop that I have there. I use it. I still use it all the time, especially when I go on trips and I want to game. There you go. I have it all. That's my go-to gaming setup to go wherever I want to go. And of course, as I mentioned, this is the human scale cable management system. And I'm gonna put it down so you can see how much wiring I have. I have all these wiring, guys. Look at all this wiring that I'm able to cover up. Look at this, is all this wiring just to have everything connected on my PC. If I didn't have this mesh covering system, I'd be kind of screwed because all this would be hanging. Because look at all these wirings, guys. All this wiring. And I just recently, I say a month and a half ago, I took all this out completely. I yanked every cable out, everything out, and organized. This is being organized here, guys. I know it doesn't look that organized. That's why I had bought this one, so I could organize it and make sure that I don't have any wires hanging. And when I have all this closed, I can see I just have to put it back up. Boom, it's all covered up because I don't want anything hanging, and it looks more presentable like this. So yeah, So that's the biggest thing when people come to their PC stuff is wiring. Wiring is the most difficult things to do on any kind of PC. All right, and to power it all up so I can have power, I do have a like a 12 switch or 16 switch power strip on the bottom with plugs, which I have connected right there. The top one is the desk plug. No, the top one is the power strip that have all the power connected to all my devices, and the bottom one is the desk, monitoring thing, so I could go up and down. So I have all set up right there. And running the wires down so it doesn't hang is this vertebrae cable management thing here. So when I bring the table up and down, I'm bringing it doesn't tangle anything up, and it just keeps it all organized. Look at that, guys. So when the table goes up, so does the cable, and it stays organized. So when I bring it back down, it comes down and it stays organized, doesn't get all tangled up or anything. Look how nice that is. All right, so yeah, I got that like that. So it's all set up like that, guys. And I have one here and one on the other side because I do have some wires going to my entertainment system where I have my TV and everything. And I'll explain what I do there as well. So with that said, let's go back and go over my main PC. All right, guys, so we're back here on my PC. This is my gem of them all. All right, so here, this is the Thermaltake 600 PC case. I like it because it manages the cables more better when I have it on the top, because the motherboard sits this way, so the plugs for the inputs are on top of here, and it runs through the back out so you don't see it. Also, reason why I got this here because everything's faced forward instead of has to be either on the left or on the right side. This faces right straight forward. So if I put it here, it faces straight forward here, guys, with no issues at all. And powering this is the Asus Dark Hero Z790 motherboard. That's what's powering this whole setup on a 14900K CPU i9. It's cooled by the Asus Ryujin 2 all-in-one cooler. As you see, there's a screen right here. Right now, you see there's a display of my logo right there. That's just turning, is an animated logo. It's turning on there. And the only reason why I have that logo there instead of my temps or anything like that is because the way the motherboard's set up, Ryujin doesn't let you do 360 turns. It only lets you do a 90 degree turn or 180. So when I did it this way and the motherboard sits this way, I'm not able to show it the proper way, and so I was forced to do that. Now, Thermaltake does sell a LCD display that goes right down here that I'm thinking of buying. Most likely I will get it. That I can show my temps on here if I wanted to. So I'm not worried about that. And with that said, guys, you see it's very RGB like, because I do have 1, 2, 5, 8 Lian Li's infinity fans on here. So they're all connected and they're very, very nice display, as you can see. Also, the RAM I have here, I have 4 32 gigabytes DDR5 6000 mega transfer RAM here. So these are running really fast. As you can imagine, that's why I said my RAM is the most expensive part in this whole PC. Unfortunately, because I have 432 gig DDR5 RAM, which nowadays it's almost impossible to own because they're so expensive. But thank you AI for that. But anyways, moving on. I also have the 5080 PNY RTX GPU here. Right behind the RTX GPU, I have a Magwell capture card. The best capture card, to me at least, known to man to me. It is the best graphics card, capture card that I ever purchased. It beats the Elgato ones. It beats all the ones I've tried. I tried the Elgato, I tried the Blackmagic, I tried even random ones, no name brand ones. I've tried them. I've tried so many, spent so much money on buying capture cards over the years that When I tried out the mag as well, it was the best, and I'm saying the best to me of a capture card, or because when you play directly into that and display it on your PC directly, so you don't have to have a second monitor to have your gameplay on it, there is no latency in the game at all. There's no lag, no nothing. Now, if you use all these other graphics capture cards, I keep saying graphics cards, but you use all these other capture cards, they'll work, but unless you don't have a second monitor. If you have a second monitor, you have to put an output from the capture card into the second monitor and display your game on there instead of on the computer itself, which is a pain in the butt. People don't mind doing it. I mind it because I like to have everything in one place. I don't have to go here, there. So this works for me. It's just my personal preference. Don't get me wrong. The Elgato ones are good, but if you play directly from their screen on your PC screen, then you have latency. And if, for a person like me that plays Call of Duty, that latency is gonna kill me. And I tried it, it doesn't work. So that's why I don't use it like that. That's why I have the Maxwell one. So as far as that, the power supply I have on here is a Corsair. I forgot the model number, but it's a 1200 watt Corsair. Some people say that's an overkill, but it's future proof. So if I ever do upgrade to a 5090, or let's say a 6090 in the future, or even a 7090 down the road, I am future proof for that. So I haven't been needed to upgrade my power supply ever. And it's fully modular, so there's no built-in cables, everything, you have to plug it in, everything. So I like that. Other than that, this is all on the PC setup that I have here, guys. I don't think there's anything else that I missed out. The only other thing I have here is this little box for you. Like, what is this box? This is a switch box. So, like, because I do control my PC remotely when I'm out of the country or I'm out of town and I need to access something on my computer. I turn on my computer every night. I turn it off because just to save the computer. So when I turn it off, how am I going to turn it on if I'm not at home? This little bot is a power switch. Basically, I control it on my phone. On my phone, I tell it, "Hey, switch bot, turn on my PC." I can say it by Siri, and once it does it, this is connected to Wi-Fi, to my Wi-Fi router, so it knows that my phone is requesting it to activate the switch. So when it activates, it turns on the PC and everything turns on. Once I activate, I just gotta wait 30 seconds for everything to load up. Once it loads up, I can remote control the PC, and while I'm remote, I could turn off the PC from there, so I'm not worried about that. So this actually works out great for me. All right, and that is completely it with this PC setup. I might have missed a thing here and there. If you guys have any questions on this, let me know. Oh, see, I knew I forgot something. The hard drive on here. I have two hard drives on here. Both of them are 8 terabytes. So this is a 16 terabyte hard drive space on this PC. I got an 8 terabyte Corsair. I think it's a 300 XT or 600 XT. I forget what the model number was. It's an 8 terabyte NVMe.M.2 on there. And I got a SATA drive, which is a Western Digital SATA drive, 8 terabyte as well. 2.5 SATA drive on the back of the PC. So I got 16 terabyte space, 8 directly on the motherboard, 4 inside the PC case, another 8 on the PC case. So I got a lot of space on here. I don't run out of space. I'm very hard drive hungry when I say, as you can imagine, with the freaking NAS 72 terabytes of NAS drive right there, guys. I don't want to worry about space. I never had to worry about space, so I'm good with that. All right, so moving on, right down here, I know you can see it from the screen. This one right here, this is a B-Link mini PC that I use when I want to go ahead and surf the dark web. I do that at times just to read stuff, research documents and stuff like that. And I also use this PC to test out like apps that I'm not aware where it's coming from, and I just want to make sure that's not going to damage my main PC here. I use this mini PC to do that testing stuff as well. This has nothing connected to me at all. Nothing. The only thing that's connected to this that you would ever find to me is my IP address because it's connected to my Wi-Fi. But this is what I use to just do a lot of dangerous stuff that I don't want to get traced back to me or damage my main PC. I use it on here. It's not the greatest mini PC there is, but it's enough for me to do what I need to do. This only has a 2 terabyte M.2 and 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM on the, or DDR3 I think it is. I don't remember what the RAM speed on this is, but yeah, it's only 16 gigs of DDR RAM, and that's it. Nothing really much to it. And of course, over here, as I showed you, I have my laptop for work. Not to go over it, it's just an Intel laptop, and just to have it for work. I don't need to. It's an Intel Dell laptop. I really don't know the specs of it. Just whatever. It's for work, so I don't really need to go over that. Now here, down here, I know you can't see it too much. Let me bring it up closer for you guys to see. Hold on. All right, guys. So here, this is my second PC. It's mounted on the bottom of my desk, as you can see right there. This right here is not too much stuff on here. It does have an 8 terabyte. Again, like I said, I'm storage hungry. An 8 terabyte M.2 inland NVMe hard drive on there. That's the only hard drive on there. There's no other hard drives. It is running on a 3080 Ti graphics card from MSI. You see, there's a little light in there. So it does have the AIO from NZXT, the Kraken. That's what's in there. It's being powered. If I could turn it on if I want right here. And oh, it's already turned on. That's turned on and everything. See, there's not that much RGB because I use it as a second PC, so it doesn't need to be all flashy. It is on a Lian Li 011 Dynamic Evo case that I have there. And the thing I like about having it down here, which is a pretty cool thing to have it down here, it just turned off. I guess I hit the power again and turn it off. And if I hit the power one more time, it turns on. Hold on. And it turns on, as you see. All right, so yeah, the one thing I like about this under the desk mount, this mount is one of the best mounts I ever got, and it's very cheap. It's only like 30 bucks. I didn't do a review on it because I didn't know if that mount was gonna work for this case, because I've been trying to find the perfect mount to mount this case underneath the desk, and I haven't been able to find it. Every time I get one, I try it doesn't work, and I have to return it. So by trial and error, I found this one. This was only like 25 bucks. It's not even expensive. One thing I like about it is one of the best features. If I want to work on a PC, I can bring it out. As you can see, I can bring it out here, and then when I'm done, it goes out further, but I have it blocked because I don't want to hit the bed. It actually comes out like over here, like way over here, so I can actually go to the side and everything, and I can put it back on there and put it back in there, and no worries, guys. Look at that. Look how cool that is. I think that's one of the best features on this PC case holder. And this has also 128 gigs of DDR4 RAM. DDR4 RAM is not going to run me that expensive because this is on a Asus Extreme Z690 motherboard instead of the 790 I have up here, but this is the Dark Hero. This is an extreme one. This one's a better motherboard, but older generation of this one up here. But I went with the Dark Hero on the top one because the extreme ones were giving me issues, because I was having issues with some specs on the extreme ones were not helping me out. So when I switched over to the extreme or to the Dark Hero, it worked better for my main PC. But for my second PC, the extreme motherboard works perfect. I don't know why. I just had some error issues there, but I found out it was the motherboard. And I went through 3 extreme 790 motherboards that it never came back right. So that's why I switched to the Dark Hero and it worked perfect. I forgot what the issue was. It was such a long time ago when I upgraded that I forgot what the issue was. But really, there's nothing more to go over here. This does have a Blackmagic capture card as well if I need to use it. As you guys know, I went through a lot of capture cards, and this has the Blackmagic one, which is also a good one. It's a decent one. It has a very, very, very small latency when it comes to something like that, like I was talking about earlier. But this works good. If I don't use it for capturing stuff either like that, so I'm not worried about it. And that's why I have my main PC as my capturing device. But all right, guys, so this is my whole desk setup, what I use every day. So now let's go over to my entertainment setup that I can show you my mess here for watching TV, playing console systems and stuff like that. All right, let's switch over. All right, guys, so we're here on my main entertainment system here. This is my Samsung 55-inch 4K TV that I have here. Don't mind the light that's showing right here. That's the light bar I have in the background so I can come out nice and clear here. Unfortunately, I can't block it with the screen thing, but it's all right. But this is a 55-inch, and this is, as you see, my console station here. I have all my consoles here. Right on top of here, this is the Monster Box X2 Pro, my all-in-one media box. I have it up here because it's the best place to put it. So this is the one I use all the time when I want to watch certain things. Right there. Now, down here, I have all my goodies and everything. On here on the main desk, I have my remote stand here that I 3D printed. And like you see, I have all my remotes here. I got my PlayStation 5 remote. I got my Nvidia Shield remote. I got my Luna, Amazon Luna remote there. And then I got my PS4 remote right here, which I have the PS4 outside. But I use this to connect it to one of the other devices when I need to use it. But there you guys go. This mount right here is a 3D printed mount that I did on my 3D printer, where I show you after I show you all this stuff here. All right, we got that there. Put this right back. Right here, I got my Oculus Rift VR headset PC. This is for my PC, so I hook it up here. I'm gonna take it out from here and hook up to the wires next to the PC. I showed you the two wires that are hanging that I custom made. I just plug it in right there and it connects to my PC automatically with no issues. So I keep it here because it just gives it more space. I had the space here to do it. Right here, I do have my Nvidia Shield TV, Android box TV right there. All my remotes are here. Right behind there is my Nintendo Switch, the first one, not the second one. That I also have hooked up there. On here, I got the Unbox. This is another Android box for media streaming. And then here I have the Magnum box, another all-in-one media box. I have a lot of these boxes, don't mind me. All right, underneath it, it is my Xbox X series right there. I use it there. And I got my PS5 right here, guys. All this is connected to this TV with one box. If you, I don't know if you can see it here. This is a little switch box right here. This is the multi-viewer switch box. And I have it, all these devices connected to that. So when I'm using it on here, on the TV, if I, instead of me moving wires on back and out, I can just hit the button I want, which system I want to use, click on it, and I can watch it here. The only one that's by itself connected directly to the TV is the Monster Box that's up here. This one's connected directly to the TV because I don't have to worry about all that. I just go and put the input on that and put it on there, and that's it. Simple as that. Also on my media station, I have the Amazon Snow 8. I believe this is it. Just to have it as a display. I asked it what I wanted to do, asked it questions. What's the weather? Was the last sports games, scores, whatever. I can ask random questions that I use right there. So this media station here is not bad. It sits there and it does what I need it to do. I have all my remotes here to control all this stuff here if I want to. And very, very simple, guys. There's not much to go over this. I just wanted to show you this. And on top of that, all this, since my multi-switcher has two outputs on there, one output goes to the TV, the other output goes to my capture card on my PC. So if I want to stream something off of any of these devices, whether it be my Switch, my Nvidia Shield, my PS5, or even my Xbox, all I have to do is switch on my my capture card here to use this capture, stream it over to my PC, and I can stream it on there, and I've done it. When I do my PlayStation videos, you think I unplug anything from the PlayStation 5 and plug it into my computer? No. All I have to do is turn on my PC. There's a switch on the bottom of my PC console, and then once I click on that, it displays on my computer capture card. Simple. That simple, guys. I make my life easier. That's why you see all those wires, because I have so much stuff going on and off, and all those wires are going through the other underneath up the leg of the desk. As I showed you the vertebrae for the power cables on that side. I told you there was another one on this side, and it was for this setup here. So when I'm streaming stuff from there, I run the HDMI cable up there into my capture card, and I'm all set, guys. So this is my whole entertainment system, my whole media station here, and then my PC setup here. As you see, this alone right here, I said this was 2 stations. Guys, with these 2 setups combined, this is like, I want to say 10 setups in one. Because if you add all these devices here, there's about maybe 5 or 6 here. I say 6. The PS5, the Xbox, the Nvidia Shield, and the Switch 2. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then one, and the media boxes here as well. All this plus the 4 computers I have here, all runs off that screen right there, guys. So that's 10 setups in one screen, guys. I don't know about you, but that's a lot of stuff to connect to it, and it works perfect for me. That's for me. Now, for you guys might say, damn, Semi, that's an overkill. But this works for me, guys. This works for me. All right, so now, that last part of my setup tour, guys, is I want to show you my 3D printing setup. It's not much to go over, but I'm going to go over it just because I do have a 3D printer, and I do use it from time to time. And you guys might have noticed that I do a lot of 3D printing for stuff that I do on the computer desk. Like the bracket I made for the docking station and the laptop for my work stuff. I did that with that. How I mount the mini PC underneath the desk, I created a mount for that as well. So I do a lot of 3D printing, so I felt that a part of my setup tour, I should go over my 3D printer station, and now we're gonna go over there and show you that next. All right, guys, so here in my 3D printer station, it's on top of my dresser, my side chair. So as you see, this is my bed over here. And I have some nice pictures of me and my wife up here. But as you see, this is my 3D station here. This is where I'm doing my 3D modeling and stuff like here. Actually, this is the whole 3D printer here. This is the Creality X1 Max. It's a little outdated, but it's still a great machine. I do want to upgrade this to a bamboo one. Because bamboo is very good when it comes to multicolor ones. And I do want to upgrade to that, but the price on that is a little up there. I don't want to spend that. I don't want to break the back yet on that. Not yet, at least. I'm going to get it, but not just right now. I'm not worried about it. It's not a big priority to me at the moment. So I have this here. I do have 2 memorabilia of signed boxing gloves from Manny Pacquiao. Right here is my Legion Go gaming portable console that I have here. I put it here so when I leave, I know it's there and I can just grab it and go if I want to use it. All right, this is just an air freshener in the room that I have here. Don't mind that. A picture of me and my wife. Over here is a 3D mount here that I have all my tools for this device here. Over here is my filament that I load up when I want to load up the printer with the filament so I can 3D print. Not really much to go over here, guys. A lot of stuff on here I 3D printed. I don't know if you can see this. You see right here, this is the glass cover up here. And right here, you see this extra little space right here. This right here was a 3D printed thing that I created. I didn't create it. I got it from somebody. Somebody sent it to me to 3D print. I 3D printed because this in here gets really hot when it's 3D printing. And so it doesn't mess up the printer or anything. I 3D printed this thing right here. So because there's air vents on the side, so it gives it more air space in there, so it doesn't keep all the air, hot air in. I have space up here on both vents on both sides, so it lets out the air, so it keeps everything nice and cool inside, so it doesn't mess up too much the print. And of course on the side here, I have my storage of this is my DJI mini drone that I have here. I'm not gonna take it out. I have that there. So pretty much there's nothing much to go over here, guys. Just my 3D printer station. I just do all my 3D printing here, and then that's it. Not much to go over. All right, let's go and give my final thoughts on my setup. All right, guys, so we went over my whole setup. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this tour. I went over a lot of stuff on here, guys. Sorry I didn't give you any price points of everything I had like I did. I think in my last setup tour, I gave you a price point of everything on my setup. I didn't give it this time because since the prices for PC building has gone up so much, and because there's inflation of it right now because of AI, I didn't want to give you the price point of what it costs now. Because what I pay for my setup compared to what it is now, it's going to be a big black and white difference, guys. That big of a difference, because the GPU, the RAM, and the hard drive spaces have gone up dramatically. The four 32 gigabyte DDR5 RAM sticks that I have there, I paid $300 for all 4 of them, I believe. I wanna say that. And people are like, damn, that's cheap. Yeah, compared to now prices, that same setup that I have right there I'll pay probably $1,200 for it now, 4 times the price. Because I think every 32 is about $300. If I'm not mistaken, I know people are selling 32 subs for like 32 setups, probably for like $600, $700, even $800 for 32 setups. So I'm just gonna go on the low end and just go $300 per stick. So that's $1,200 right there, just on the sticks alone, and that's going low in it at the lowest. The graphics card, I told you I have a 5080 PNY graphics card, right? I pay retail for that. I pay MSRP, so it was only $999. Oh, actually, it was $12.99 because only the founder editions were $9.99. The other companies like MSI, PNY, or the other companies, all the third-party companies will sell them for like a little bit more what they cost from NVIDIA. So I pay, I think, $12.99 for that one, plus tax. It came out to $13 and some change. But I paid $1,300. Now a 5080 is gonna cost you more than $2,000. The freaking 5090s are costing $4,500, guys. So imagine that. Now, the hard drive space. If you guys remember, any Gen 4 high speed M.2 1 terabyte will cost you anywhere from $50 to $70 depending on the brand you buy. Now they're costing about $200 just for 1 terabyte. I have 8 terabytes. I looked this one up just for shits and giggles because I bought this 8 terabyte on a good deal. I got it on sale, brand new. I got it for like $685, something like that. If I remember correct, it was under $700. Not that much under, but it was like under $700. That same one is costing $1,900, guys. So just on the 3 items that I described, the RAM, the graphics card, and the hard drive space on here, we're looking at a price difference of about $5,000 just on those 3 things. I pay a lot less than $5,000 for, I don't know, probably I pay more. I don't know. But just to let you, $5,000 on 3 items. Just on 3 items, about $5,000. I probably did the math wrong in my head, but yeah. But you guys get the idea of what I'm trying to talk about. That's why I didn't give you a price point of everything. But you guys saw my tour. You saw everything I have. I know it's in a little area on my room, but it works for me. Now, some of you might not agree with this setup. Some of you might envy this setup. And some of you might even just agree with like, oh, that's the perfect setup for you. Whatever it is. Honestly, I'm not trying to be rude. I don't care what people think about my setup. And nobody should ever think about what other people think of their setup. Because your setup is your setup for a reason. You created a setup for you, not for anybody else. A lot of people have told me so many times before, when I add new stuff to my setup, like, oh, that's extreme, that's too much, what's so much real estate? Like when I had the 249-inch ultra wide, they're like, why you need so much real estate? It works for me. Some people can get away with 3 27-inch monitors. I don't think I can. That's not enough landscape for me to be productive of. This is perfect for me. Perfect. This is perfect. For me, at least. Again, that's why I don't criticize anybody's setup. The only thing I will criticize on people when it comes to their setup is not what they got, is how they have it all set up together. How they have everything put together. Now, because of my space confinement, restriction, there you go, that's the better word, space restriction that I have, that's why my setup is set up this way. People say, why you don't put the light to the wall, mount the TV on the monitor on the wall, stuff like that. I wish I could, but I don't own this property. This is a rental property, so I don't want to create more damages to the walls or anything like that, so that's why I have it set up like this. But yeah, guys, this is my setup. Like I said, it's my setup. and the way I like it, and it works perfect for me. Alright guys, so if you enjoyed everything on this video, everything I had to show you today, go ahead and give me a big old thumbs up. Show me all the love and support that you guys love to show the channel. And also guys, if you still haven't done so, go ahead, hit that share button, because sharing is caring, and we want to make sure that everybody's aware of everything we do on this channel, so they're not missing out, just like you're not missing out. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, put them in the comment box down below, and I'll get to you as soon as I can, when I can, as fast as I can. And if you still haven't done so, to the end of the video guys, hit the subscribe button and enable bell notifications so you guys get notified every time we drop great videos like this one, or whenever we go live. And until next time guys, I'm out of here. Peace.